time. So when it's winter, I still be on my summer grind.
Handle your business. Handle your business.
Loyal and honor, don't break the bro codes. The more red rose, max with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they can't count. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold. They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax.
Relax, 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 relax. Oh! Relax, 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 relax. Oh! Relax, 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 relax. Oh! Relax, 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 relax. What?
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold.
I'm the big homie now. Don't forget that. I'm the big homie now. I got my spawn, Louis Vuitton, truck in the front. What are you doing? I look so good. Don't call me She wanna this and I'm Buick. I pull it up. They wanna we gon' get. What are we doing? I got a crib. They gon' get to it. I got a picture my family straight out of Clayco. Thought I was sweet, just like a Fago, but I had all on my payroll. Watch how I move, just like a rayon. 64 chain, just like a crayon. I bought a hat, one with the Aeon. Put on, told her to stay on. I had a paper tag on 3 on. I had the top drop with the free on. I told them Deuce one like Dion. I say Deuce one like Dion. I go Bruce Wayne on your peon. Yeah, with the Falcon, true. Had more than a lineman. I should got a Heisman too. Sugar, they hiking that. Hype, shake like a Nike hat. Yo, I got the Midas pack. Told her be quiet, relax. I got my on the other line. I'm not bipolar, but borderline. I just might switch lane, drop it off, go back, get. That's all she want, hot wing. For some hot wing, for American deli, for some eye cream. She just want her 20-piece, all flats with the lemon pepper. I was the first one to put her in the fur clad. Get you together, they never flow before. Try to come through security with some tennis shoes on. Take off real big boss music. Big boss music, big boss music. That big boss music, big boss music. That big boss music, big boss music. Big boss music, big boss music. Big boss music, big boss music. Big boss music, you better get used to it. Ain't no falling off, going straight up. You better get used to it.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Here's Thompson on the return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Rudolph now on second down, escaping the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's Rudolph. A bullet throw, but incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On second down, Dobbs. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Dobbs. Trying to lay one up deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And complete right side to Cook. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now let's go! 3-19!
They get it to him running left, and that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
Gone!
Now Rudolph with 3rd and goal. Rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Now to try the field goal, and here's Daniel Carlson. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Carlson is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. All the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Dobbs now on 2nd down. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Thompson to return it. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
He'll rifle this one. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Rudolph on 1st down. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit. Detroit.
From the 50, it's Rudolph. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ryan Shazier in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Gone, 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 gone. Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Hot, hot.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. He's going to float this one deep. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a second and long to start things out.
Flex round, flex round. Ohio, Ohio.
From the shotgun, here's Downs. And it's complete over the middle to Clark. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Ohio, Ohio.
On first and 10, Downs. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Poole. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
The coverage that time was unbelievable the whole way around. I mean, you've got a quarterback just standing back there in the pocket. He had all night to survey the field, and he still couldn't find anybody. And when he finally did throw it, he threw it to the other team.
Now let's go. 3-19.
After the interception, here's Rudolph. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Green 39. All right, now look at 56. Look it.
On second down, here's Rudolph. That's complete to Darbo. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Detroit! Detroit!
On first down, Rudolph. And that's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Donnell Pumphrey. That'll bring up second down.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Over, 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 over!
off to the air. Rudolph on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Raiders on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Gone! Over! Gone!
Again, it's Rudolph. And Cook has it left side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And the Steelers set to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
To throw is Downs. Forced out to his left. That is incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ohio! Here we go! Grand 38!
Dobbs is throwing. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They begin the drive with Pumphrey. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Artie Burns, the cornerback, brings him down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. He's going to rifle one deep left side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Allen. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct. And what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now. But later, when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Here's Dobbs to throw. Buying time to his left. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Dobbs. Throwing right, and that's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Throwing here, Dobbs. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Rudolph. And this is Cook with the grab. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Rudolph just does beat the play clock. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jonathan Bostic. In from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Raiders on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Hut.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. He's going to air one out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bird. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Let's go! White 90! White 90! Ohio!
On 2nd down, Dobbs. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Throw left side complete. It's Bird. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Dobbs now just 6 of 16 through the air, but he does have a 1st and 10 here.
Let's go!
Now Dobbs. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90! Flex round! Flex round!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Back to throw Dobbs. Being chased out left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Dobbs to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Rudolph following the fumble recovery. He's got that one complete to Darbo. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's first and 10. Out of the gun, Rudolph. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here comes a first down throw from Rudolph. He's going to sling this. This is caught inside the 15. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Richie James, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Raiders. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6.
Nice touchdown, baby. Keyword.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 14-10. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Here's Rudolph. Rush coming, and he's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Gone! Watch you now, Barney!
From the gun, here's Rudolph. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Flex round!
Dobbs. Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. In for the score. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here come the Raiders. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Darboh. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! Over!
On 2nd down, here's Rudolph. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Detroit! Gone! Watch you now, Barney! Gone!
3rd and long, it's Rudolph. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And down at the 31-yard line. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a 1st down. It's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down, Dowds to throw. Big hold to the 30. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Right back to him on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit!
They'll run again with Pumphrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Rudolph now to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Dobbs looking to throw on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Dobbs now on 2nd down. He's going to launch this thing. Wait, he's got a man. Complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Dobbs is throwing. Going up top. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll run again now with Darkwa. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Dobbs. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Forced out to his left. Over the middle, complete. That's Bird. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here's Dobbs to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. picked off at the 49. And they'll start out with... Great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Gun! 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 Gun!
After the interception, here's Rudolph. Able to spin free, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19! Over, 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 over!
Now it's Rudolph. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Gun, gun! Here we go now! 3-19! 3-19! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now Rudolph. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Seth Roberts, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And now a critical extra point attempt here. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance. To return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. A first throw now for the backup Roethlisberger. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And he finds McDonald. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to air one out. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conlon. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Rudolph now to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the... And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll look to throw. Incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him, All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Well, they only had a yard to go. They tried to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders are going to win the football game. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now a toss play. This is Pumphrey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go now.
He's going to get it running right. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. He fights him off. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Let's go!
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And that's incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for Oakland, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I parked my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? And I look at my snap. I take your man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this button, the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these rats. They be late, waist snatch, back, straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my. That's why they call it trampoline. Back on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I parked my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, 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 money back. With me be pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up, I see you like the again. While you was sleeping on me, I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. Baby, take it. Everything you want, I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go your man with my name in your mouth? I do the Maybach on Monday, for rock Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a.